G'day guys, welcome back to the Weapon Fishing. It's been a while since my last video. I've been travelling and work commitments, so it's been about 6 months since I put a video out. So I'm down here in beautiful Jervis Bay this weekend for a cruise craft event, and I think we're just going to do something simple today. It's going to fish for something I love fishing for, which is squid. One, they're good for bait, and two, they're absolutely delicious. So we're going to just drift in the other side of the bay there, we're out of the wind, and see if we can get a few. It's a little bit late, but there's usually a few here, even like sort of around midday you can still catch them, but they're a lot slower. Secondly, I want to say thank you to everyone who's watched the videos, liked, subscribed, especially the people who subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to my videos, hit the subscribe button below. It all helps get this channel further. So let's go and see if we can get some squid. Guys, finally got one. It's taken me a little while. It's only a little fella. I haven't got the net ready either. I was trying to get a couple of these this morning to see if we can get a king. If we don't get a king, we'll eat them. Well, there's the first little fella there. Don't ink on me, you fucking bastard. There we go. That's a beautiful sized squid for a live bait. I do like the bigger ones, but that's a good one. So we're getting some hits on the old dead stick. There we got one on. This works super effectively when it's real windy. I'll show you how I rig it. It's pretty simple. I'll cast one and then just have this sitting off the back, and I literally dropped that down about 3 seconds ago. Literally just dropped that in about 3 seconds ago on the dead stick. So it's always good to have one if you're fishing by yourself. Just stick it out, just bring it just off the bottom and let it do its thing. So I don't have any freeways on me, so I've just used a normal swivel, tied it off with some 20-pound, snap the lead and a little jig. So that's the jigs we're using. That's the Yamashita. That's a little one. It's like a 2 grammer. I like the orange colour and pink. Always seem to do the best. So a couple of turns off the bottom. All right, this is the other one I'm using because we're drifting pretty fast, even though I've got a sea anchor out. That's a 3.5 gram Yamashita. That's the only jigs I'll use. They outfish any other ones 10 to 1. So I'll just lob this one out, big cast, because we're running in pretty quick. Flip the bar arm over, let it sit there for a bit. It's 5 meters here, 5 meters. So you kind of want, you give it a little bit of time, sort of 20-30 seconds. And as you go, I'm just wind up a little bit of slack. You want that jig to softly go down to the bottom. Some guys like to rip it. There's no wrong or right way to do it. The way I like to do it, and it works for me, is just soft lifts. Wind the slack up, let it sink down a little bit more. You want to get that squid jig as close to the bottom as you can. That's where the squid are hiding, in the broken, sandy, weedy areas. Some might have the bottom. Yeah, if you're on the bottom, you know you're in the right spot. So you always clear your jig of weed. They will not bite with any weed on it. That one's clean, so we can go back out. Well, I didn't get to film that, I didn't have the camera on, but there's another one on the dead stick. Again, tiny little squid, but good live bait on that little orange Yamashita. All right, we'll get him in the tank. Ready? Let him ink in here. There you go, buddy. Alright guys, now what we're going to do is we're going to turn these squid, hopefully, into a king. So, It was a bit slow, only got 4. So we'll have a go. If I don't catch anything, at least we can eat the bait. So pin 1 through the top, snelled 100 pound with 270 mustard hoodlums. So I always put one just through the top of the head. If you can see that, it's just pinned like this. That's your toe point, and when the king eats, it's always going to eat at the head. So you want to hook right down there. If you put it through the hood there, I reckon you lose too many fish. They take the head off, especially on the bigger squid. So I don't have a down rig on this bait yet, so it's got to use a half pound snapper lead. We're going to drop it down, and it's going to slow troll around this bommy. And I like the living Christ out of this thing. So we've got 100 pound braid. You want it locked. I hope you can see that. So I'm just on this top of this, come up with this bommy. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. As soon as I marked that bait then, it got smashed. It's not a big fish, but it's a good start. First bait in the water. It's not pulling any string yet. It's only a little fella. Fuck, they go hard, these things. Even a small fish like this, look, this is on 100 pound gear. If you're not using 100, if you hook that big one, that 20 kilo job, you're never going to get it in. There's no point using light gear in the shallow water. There's a nice little king. It's going to be under, but settle down. Settle down, buddy. Get you back in. Fucking deep. Make sure. Yeah, he's just under. He's like 64. See ya, buddy. So next squid's going in. Here. The screen's just absolutely alive. Big marks under it, but so there's a big one in there, not just these tiny fellas. So again, through the base of the head, just coming through like that. Let's see how quick we can hook up. There's a lot of fish down there. Send down a little bit deeper this time. Well, yep, straight away. See that? In the water for about 3 seconds. Only another small fish. Start. 2 drops, 2 fish. I'll be done on my live bait in about 5 minutes. Come on, mate. Hopefully it's legal, it doesn't feel like it. Another little fella. This is going to be the problem. It's just these rat kings, summertime, they just plague, mate. They just ruin all your live bait that you work hard for, and you got to throw them back. Playing up. Green as. There's another little fella. Come on, buddy, settle down. Settle down. Give him always give him a measure. off.